I found this post on X that I want to share with you guys today and give some insight, give some of my insight on. The post is the person who wrote the post asked the question, what is a cheat code you discovered in real life that actually works? So today I'm going to go through some of these cheat codes that people dropped in here and give you my thoughts on them and tell you which ones are good, which ones are not good. And it's pretty surprising what some of these people are saying. So there's some actual real bangers in here. And then there are some things in here that's just like, oh, dude, you're a slime ball. So let's have some fun with this today. By the way, if you guys are brand new here, this channel is raw dog in it all the way. I do not edit. I do not add fancy text or B-roll every 30 seconds or jump cuts every half of a second, so that way you're addicted to my content. If you like this type of content, you found a home. I'm just sharing my journey as I'm growing my business, teaching you guys all the things that I have learned growing a 7-figure business, so that way you guys can get rich and have a 7-figure business and have all your dreams come true. And then also sharing all the things that I'm learning on my way to 8 figures. And mark my words, I'm going to hit it. I have a plan and I got momentum on my side, my friends, and I'm really, really excited about. All right, let's get into this. Cheat codes. Here we go. Okay. A couple of things here. Number one, let me actually share my screen so that you can see what I'm talking about. All right, cheat codes. This one right here, right out of the gate. I mean, this is why it's upvoted so many times. You do not have to engage with everyone you disagree with. This is like the key to happiness that is hidden, that most people are not rational enough to figure out on their own until they're told, don't do it. But what's really cool is it's something that we're told even as like children. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. Or just ignore them. When they say that, just ignore them. Right? You don't have to engage with people who disagree with you. Like, you can just be like, yeah, okay, whatever. Like, literally, what good does it do you? Does it do your soul to engage with someone who disagrees? What good does it do your soul to debate? It doesn't. You know you're not going to change them. You know it. So nowadays, I like just like dropping bombs on Facebook just to troll, knowing that I'm going to piss a whole lot of people off. Actually, I'm trying not to do this anymore, but knowing that it's going to make people upset and angry, and then just being like, yeah, wash my hands of this. I washed my hands of this. You don't have to fight. You don't have to argue or engage with people who disagree with you, and you'll be a whole lot happier if you don't. All right, here we go. Doing hard things first every morning, it rewires your brain for discipline. So I do agree with this to an extent. I'm going to say to an extent because I've learned a trick that I feel like is better for me and the ADHD brain. Maybe it is, maybe it's not. Maybe I just convinced myself that. But I do wake up every single morning and I exercise, I work out, and get my physical, like I get my heartbeat up, my heart rate up. I start sweating. I do the physical hard work first, so that way I can start my day with energy. But I will say, I do not do the hard things in work first. I generally put those things off. This is going to sound awful. I put a lot of hard work off until I get down to crunch time, because my brain actually works more creatively when I'm faced with a looming deadline. We used to have a guy who worked in our company. His name's Cody. Actually, he's got a YouTube channel, Cody Wanner, Wanner. And Cody's an awesome dude. But he came to Video Marketing World in 2022. That was the last time that we had it. And that's my old conference now. It's shifted to AI Marketing World. So if you guys are ready for AI, grab a ticket. Link it down in the description. Anyway, Cody came to Video Marketing World. I asked him to speak. And for like weeks, he's ADD too. For weeks, I was like, hey, Cody, I need your presentation. He's like, I don't have it yet. It's part of my process to wait. And I was like, okay. Days before, I was like, Cody, I need your presentation. And he's like, I don't have it yet. It's part of the process. Just trust the process. We get to the event the day before. I'm like, Cody, I need your presentation. He's like, I don't have it yet. I'll have it to you in the morning. And literally, like 30 minutes before he goes on stage, he delivers his presentation. And it was solid. Uh, that is how my brain works. It's part of the process. And that's what I say. It's all part of the process. I got to wait because the most creative stuff comes out of my brain. I milk my brain and just squeeze the creativity. That was a very bad visual. Out of my brain. It's part of the process. They do it in the last, in the what's crunch time. They do it in crunch time. This guy says it rewires your brain for discipline, builds momentum, and makes the rest of your day feel lighter. I want to hear from you guys though. What do you do the hard stuff every morning, or are you like me? You do it when it comes to crunch time. I'm a crunch timer. Okay, this one is awesome. Don't care what anyone thinks. It's the ultimate real life superpower. Ignore all opinions except from people who have achieved what you want. What's really interesting is when I was a kid, I was so concerned about what other kids would think about what I wear and how I spoke. And I became really depressed as a teenager. I mean, like really depressed, really sad. And because I cared so much about what other people thought about me. And even in through my 20s, and it really wasn't until I got to about 30, and then 35 is when it kicked in. Really, like not coincidentally, it's like my not caring about what other people said coincided very perfectly with when my business exploded. Because I stopped caring what anybody else thought, and I just was unapologetically me. And I don't need a lot of friends. I have really close friends who think like me and act like me and talk like me. And I have my wife and I have my family. And so what the heck do I care what literally anyone else thinks about me? What they think about me is on them. As soon as you can shift that, you are free. Mentally and emotionally, you are free. You don't have to think about those things that used to concern you, used to like get you all amped up. I will walk onto a stage and I'll make a complete idiot out of myself and I'll completely own it. And the audience will love it and people will talk about it. And then they'll come and be like, I love that time you made an idiot out of yourself because you were so real and vulnerable. And like, why can't everybody be like that? This literally is a cheat code to success. It is insane. It's amazing. All right, here we go. Quantum entanglement of mindset and reality matrix. When you stop giving when you start giving a turd about outcomes, desired results manifest naturally through vibrational alignment. Universe responds to based energy frequency, not desperate manifestation. Oh, this is a big one, you guys. And I've talked about this. Like if you have money issues, I've got a couple of videos. Like if you have problems with money, or if you have money issues, watch this video. Or I'm talking about these things. You have to completely remove the negative emotion that you have towards money in order for you to attract money, in order for it to flow into your life. And I don't, the vibrational stuff. I do believe in like quantum entanglement and quantum physics. Like there are theories that like make a whole lot of sense to me. But just on like a surface level, the logic side, not theoretical side, the logical side that makes sense to me is that when I am emotionally frustrated about money, all I can think about, all that is filling my mind is how I don't have money. And so what that does internally is it removes my ability to spot opportunity. And when I can free my mind up and can relax, and again, like vibration, entanglement, however you want to look at it, I look at it as I've freed my mind up to be able to relax. And guess what? Opportunities start presenting themselves because my mind is in a place where I can spot them. I can see them. I can vibe with them. And I can feel them. So that's a big one. Love is another, it's like perfect example. If all you feel is I don't have love, it can turn you into desperate for love mode. And desperate for love mode, number one, is not attractive. We had this guy in high school that was always like, no one's ever going to love me. It was like such an Eeyore thing. And never had a girlfriend. Like, because he was such a freaking downer. But again, if you can remove that emotion, the emotion of I don't have anybody, and just go out there and be yourself unapologetically, people will want to engage with you. And then you will be engaged. Wham bam. I don't know. I'll say this. I'm going to add this to the list right here, right now. Getting married young, huge cheat code for success, for relationships, for children, for energy. Getting married young. And a lot of people are going to disagree with that. And I've seen a lot of people who've got married young who've ended up in divorce. But I've also seen a lot of people who are in their 30s and 40s get married and end up in divorce. So my thought process is get married young, because when you're young, your brain is like this, two brains, my brain, her brain. And as we're getting older, our brains become solid and sealed together. As you get older, your brains kind of get more and more entrenched in your ideologies, your spiritual beliefs, everything, and it becomes much harder for you to connect and interweave your mindsets. Huge fan of that. Also, having children young is huge. A lot of people are like, I don't want to have kids until I've got $100,000 in the bank, until I know that we're financially stable. You guys, like, having kids when I was 21, there is nothing that made me work harder than having kids when I was 21. I had to learn how to work and how to make money really, really fast. And my wife became a stay-at-home mother, and I had to learn how to provide for all of us. And that's what I did. And so a lot of these people who are like, we can't afford it. I was like, bruh, like, have the kid. You're going to figure out how to afford it. It's like put the chicken before the horse. Chicken before the egg before the chicken. Nah, just have your kids and you're going to figure it out. Life is not linear. It's not always just like this. And it doesn't always have to, you don't always have to have like your next 30 years figured out. And everything like exactly figured out on paper and in your spreadsheets. Just go out there and do it. Just do it. You're figured out as you go. And I promise you, there are motivating factors that will get you to look for jobs and opportunities to make more money. Bada boom. All right, here's the next one. Huge. The biggest cheat code is consistency. It is a massive cheat code. If you only just stay consistent, if you only just keep doing the task over and over and over again, you'll become a master. You'll become an expert. Just do the task over and over and over again. If you just outlast the other people, man, it's amazing. And it beats talent. And it compounds over time. It does. It really, really does. That's why I'm so stoked about this channel. Because even though not every single one of my videos gets over 1,000 views, I'm going to keep doing this. And a couple years down the road, I'm going to have like 1,000 videos on this channel. No, I'm not. I'm going to have like 600 videos on this channel. And it's all just going to compound. One of them is going to explode, and then everything else is going to explode. That's how it works. All right. Here's another one. This is a great one. Live for Jesus. Live for Jesus. And I know a lot of you guys, and I don't want to like diminish all of your religions, right? I believe in Jesus. I believe in the redeeming grace of Jesus Christ, that he was sent here to redeem us of our sins. I 100% believe that is a core belief of being LDS. But I also am not going to diminish you. And if you don't feel that way, but you have some other spiritual, if you got some other spiritual center in your life, then that's what's most important, is that it's something that is bigger than yourself. Now, obviously, I do believe in Jesus Christ, so I'll leave you with that. All right, let's see here. Recognizing patterns, using it in future situations. I just feel like that's just life, right? There are some people who obviously don't recognize patterns, but and they just keep making the same mistakes over and over again. But I don't think that's really a cheat code, because most people, I feel like they learn from their experiences. This is the one that really kind of ticked me off. Don't show your skills at workplace. People who show great efficiency are rewarded with more work for the same pay. So this mentality is a scarcity mentality, and it's going to keep you broke. It's going to keep you in this, like, I have to preserve the value that I have. You have unlimited value. Go and do your absolute best work, and you're going to be provided with the best kind of value in return. This is it's karmic, right? It's you will receive what you sow. You reap what you sow. The harvest will be according to the effort that you put into it. I think that this is the R word. This is stupid. I don't like it. This person, Catwoman. Nope. I would never hire her just because she has that personality, or I don't know. They them. We'll see. Who knows? Stop chasing money and start chasing less stress. I think you can chase both. I don't think that it has to be like a either or. I think that if you mentally attribute stress with money, then you're in a really bad place anyway. I think that you can chase a stress-free life, and you can also have a very wealthy life. All right, that one's yeah. When I was a kid, I discovered it consistently that I could consciously stop hiccups by not paying attention. I had noticed that a hiccup occurs when breathing in, not out. So focus on making each in breath be stable. It worked. So, okay, yeah, that's kind of weird. Doesn't really help. Doesn't really help us. Oh yeah, okay. Here we go. We'll finish this with this one. I'm not going to read the whole ChatGPT prompt. But from my experience, the deepest cheat codes aren't tricks at all, but simple shifts in perception, moments when you realize the power was inside you the whole time. So I will say, you guys, that this is understanding perception and understanding that you are in control of your entire life, because your entire life is processed through your perception. That is a massive cheat code. You're in control. You own your life. You can have anything that you want in life. Now, there are obviously consequences to decisions. You have to make good decisions in order to have good outcomes. But you're literally in charge of your entire life. So take control of that life, and you will be successful. Oh man, that was motivating. All right. Hey guys, I told you the other day I started creating content on the TubeBuddy channel. I just got done filming my next video, my second video for TubeBuddy. Learned a lot of things from the first video. Got done filming my second video, and when I say it's a banger is an understatement. Also, I released a video on the Raffiti channel. If you haven't gone over there, RAFFITI, you can just type that in the search bar. You'll find that channel. Just released a video over there about artificial intelligence slop and how it's going to affect the creator economy and some of the changes that YouTube is making. So if you're interested in growing your YouTube channel as a business owner or just as a creator, go check that video out. I'll actually drop a link in the description. I won't make you search it out. All right, folks, have a good one. To your success. That was silly. All right, later, bye.